Hey there, this is the Beard Out Podcast where we talk about two of the greatest things in the world, beer and Weird Al. And we're coming at you completely pre-recorded from a split-level cave 20 miles below the surface of the earth. And we are proud to be a member of the OddPods Media Network. So, let's just get on with this stupid show.
Hi, I'm Sam.
I'm Richie.
And I'm Little Matt.
And here at the 500 Section Lounge, we have a few requirements.
First, you've got to be able to talk about anything at all.
Secondly, you need to be able to laugh, play games, and talk to some very interesting people.
From sports radio personalities to reality television contest finalists and everything in between, we talk to them all.
Yeah, it's all right here in the lounge.
So be on the lookout for what we do next.
And always be there to
grab a listen.
Well, hey, how are you doing? Have a seat. Have a drink. Boy, I can glad to see ya. What the can
I've got 3 beers. They're all the same. I already had.
Brought 1 root beer. I'm in trouble.
But it's creamy.
It is, and it's so good. Oh my gosh, I love this stuff. It's tasty.
You're not even the first person to have Zevia on this show,
I figured that.
by the way. Yeah, because I talked to Sam from 500 Section Lounge, and he had some kind of a creamy Zevia, and I'm like, what is this? What is this?
He probably had the cream soda.
No, he actually had the root beer. He had the root beer.
Oh wow.
So I'm like, this is not a first here either. But okay.
It's very on brand.
Very on brand. I want to welcome everybody to a very extremely unusually special episode of the Beard Al Podcast, which is the podcast where we talk about two of the greatest things in the world, beer. I have to crack my beer open. And Weird Al. And the reason I say that this is extremely special is because I was sick and tired of people asking me something on social media. What, Lauren, do you think about Weird, the Al Yankovic Story, starring one Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe? And I decided to go on the record and kind of put my thoughts out there into the universe. But then I thought about it and I said, nobody wants 45 minutes of me monologuing about how excited I am about this movie, because who's going to listen to that? So I reached out to
you might be surprised.
I mean, I would have listened.
Would I?
Yeah.
Same.
Would you? Okay. I mean, I would have listened too, because I'm narcissistic like that, but it's true. I listen to all my own shows. No, so I decided that I wanted to, I reached out to this is literally what it was in my calendar. I reached out to my boys and I said, boys, we got to talk about Weird, the Al Yankovic Story. Because this is the thing that is going to take whatever is wrong with the world right now and turn it completely around. I believe that deep in my soul. So anyway, I reached out to my brethren at the OddPods Media Network, and I said, hey, anybody want to talk about Weird, the Al Yankovic Story? And I got a much bigger response than I thought I would, to be honest with you. Everybody was like, yeah, we want to do that. And I'm like, sweet. Okay. So I've got a room full of people. And I'm
Rogues gallery.
Yeah, I got my rogues gallery. My quiver is full.
I just need to step in here a second and ask a clarifying question. You asked a room full of nerdy dudes if they wanted to talk about Weird Al and were surprised when they all said yes. I just want to make sure I have that correct.
You do have that correct. And you know what? That's a really fair point. I'm spilling beer everywhere. This is going really well for me.
Off to a great start.
Remember how many times she told us not to take it off the rails? Does anybody remember that?
Yes.
And I want to point out that there's one person spilling beer, and it's not the rest of us.
Okay.
I see what you did there.
So, I don't even have a napkin in here. It's whatever. Okay. But no, I do remember that. I remember saying that. And yeah, this is going to be off the rails, and it's fine because this movie is going to be off the rails. So this is also on brand for what this is going to be. And I'm okay with that. So anyway, I went to a room of nerdy guys and I said, hey, do you want to talk about Weird Al? And then my internalized anti-nerd, like, what do you call it? Because misogyny is a thing, right? And like, I'm saying this to a room full of men, but misogyny is a thing. And
are you mansplaining to us?
I am mansplaining. And I've internalized like that, but I've also internalized that nobody's gonna like this weird nerd stuff that I like thing. And so I guess I just needed to remember who my audience was. So I'm very happy to have 4 very astute gentlemen sitting here with astute. Astute.
So many words that don't apply to us all at once.
Gentlemen.
Yeah, that
Also another word.
Well,
Yeah.
if we have beers, we could be astute and a stout.
Oh, I like that. Astute, a stout. It's an astute stout. And so anyway, long story short, I was like, all right, I've got 4 people here that are going to talk about Weird, the Al Yankovic Story, and what we think and what we hope and what we like expect this to be. And so, God, I don't even know where to start. I don't know. Like when I'm teaching my class, I was like, oh, it's the first day. Like, who wants to introduce themselves first? So, really, I'm the worst host in the world. Does anybody want to go first and say like who they are and what their show is? Because everybody's heard your promo, so you don't even have to go into your whole spiel.
I'll go first. This is
Thanks.
Russ from the Infectious Groove podcast and Vinyl YouTube channel.
Oh, see, I love that. Thank you. Okay. Hi, Russ.
Hello.
Hi. Okay. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next. So
Thank you.
I'm Dillon. I'm one of the hosts of the From the Middle podcast. See, only downside of that name, you can't say from the middle because that sounds weird. So you always have to think of another way to say it. And we have YouTube, but it's not cool like Russ.
No.
Side
Russ
note, I want to say that every time I go to retweet your show, I'm like, oh, look, it's a new episode from, damn it. Like, I can't use the word damn it from it when I go to retweet your show.
The only reason we joined
like,
the network was just to F with every other show on there.
I'm always like, have you perused this latest offering from, like, I have to come up with a creative way just to write your tweet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is beautiful already. I'm like, super, yeah. But no, Dillon, I understand where you're coming from because I say Beard Al podcast and then I have to go, that's BEER''D.
Yep.
Al, like Al. Podcast. And I'm like, oh my God. Because people search for beard, like facial hair. And I was like, that is not it at all. I don't have a beard because I'm a lady.
Well, you still could if you want. Don't let a dream die if you really want to.
Focus and try really hard, I can have a beard.
I mean, I think
increase the chances of being in a Weird Al video.
Maybe. I don't know. So, all right, I've got Richie and Aaron left. Like, okay, should I go in alphabetical order?
Oh, fine. I was gonna say last and certainly least, but I am Aaron, Pantsless Aaron from the BFYTW podcast. And I am drinking a terrible beer called Oops All Berries. From the Ellicottville Brewing Company.
I've had that!
You have?
It's so bad!
It's not good. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. I was just excited. I'm like, it's going to be a fruity beer. And technically, that's true.
Yeah,
it is a fruity beer.
It's a fruity beer.
This would be so much better if I could drink the berry juice and the beer separately. Mixing them together is not working.
I like it.
But I'm going to finish this beer because I paid for it.
Right,
They use the cereal as hops.
No, they're a hot mess, these beer people. I will tell you what. But my dad raised me right. And like, if I open a beer, I finish that beer. So.
Yeah. And yeah. I haven't drunk a beer in the first time. Like, this is like the first time I've had a beer in 3 or 4 years. Mostly because of COVID and also because I was not big into drinking even before COVID. But I thought I would make this special. Yes. And you're welcome, I guess. And the point I was trying to make is I walked into the beverage store and was my brain melted out my ears because I didn't know what the hell I was looking at. Like they had like zero gravity ales and they have like dragon's milk.
Oh,
What?
dragon's milk is awesome.
Thumbs up. Oh man.
Oh, it's so
I guess
good.
I should have tried it. But I was just kind of like confused and appalled at the same time as I walked around.
Yeah.
But I settled on this and I'm sorry I did.
I'm sorry that you're sorry, but no,
That's okay.
seriously, yeah, dragon's milk. I will say that if you haven't had beer in a long time, dragon's milk would not be the one to like start back up with because it's like 11%. I bought dragon's milk for a buddy of mine at a karaoke night like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he was like, "What did you do to me?" And I'm like, "Oops, all berries."
Aaron reminded me that I did not announce my beer, and I'm not trying to step on anybody here, but I would like to point out that the beer that I'm drinking won an award. So if you notice here, it has proudly displayed on it the blue ribbon that it won. So
that's terrible.
Not trying to step on anybody, but
that they also made the beer out of.
Yeah, correct. Yes.
Oh, that's awful. I'm judging you very much right now, but it's okay. And I guess, Richie, you're last, but you're not least because you're wearing a Hawaiian shirt, which is...
That's me. I am Richie from the Super Media Bros podcast. And yes, if you can't see this, which I don't know if you will or not, but I am wearing literally a Freddy Krueger long sleeve shirt with a very loud Hawaiian shirt over it and a baseball cap. And I am drinking a Zevia Creamy Root Beer because I am too lazy to make the recipe for butterbeer for this episode, specifically because of Daniel Radcliffe.
So that would have been so thoughtful.
Exactly. And I looked at the recipe and I was like, am I going to have enough time? I am not going to have enough time to nap and make this beer. And I did not want to put my girlfriend to work. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go with the already chilled out root beer in the fridge and call it a night.
It's not even actual root beer, but
it doesn't matter.
Creamy.
It's creamy root beer. But I will say, in honor of Al Yankovic, who does not drink, this is a good replacement.
You know what?
That.
You do have that. You do have that going for you. And I still have no idea why I started a podcast about a man who does not drink that was focused on drinking. But it's working for me so far. So, all right. So now we know our players. And now I have to talk about the beer I have, I guess. I'm stepping on my own toes. Oh, God. I have from Terrapin Beer Company in Athens, Georgia, which is, home to Rem. The Hopsecutioner IPA, which is one of my favorite little IPAs. It's got a cute little murder turtle on it. And I like it. It's good. It's made with like 6 hops. So 6 varieties of hops in a beer, enough to lose your hop head over. We at Terrapin think so. So it's the Hopsecutioner, and I'm going to lose some kind of hop head at some point because I've got a bunch of them, and I'm going to drink them.
And someone made a joke in the chat about calling the murder turtle a myrtle, and I have a hard time with that because that sounds like the church lady at the church down the street.
Myrtle.
That would be me.
Yeah. That would be me. Okay. So, all right, let's get on to the topic at hand, shall we? And I'm gonna try and keep this organized, but it won't happen. I know it won't happen, and that's okay, and I'm fine with that. And I'm making peace with myself about that, like right now. So, for those who may not know, and you've gotten this far into the episode and you don't know that, God bless you. But I'm just saying, bless your hearts. Weird Al announced that he's coming out with another movie. And it's 33 years post UHF. And he's decided that he's going to grace us with something on, I'm not going to say the big screen because it's coming out on like Roku or something like that, right? It's Roku.
The Roku channel.
The Roku channel. It's a Roku exclusive movie, which...
That was my thing today, by the way. You sent me the article, which I'm sure you're going to mention, and I was reading through it, and there was a couple of different things that I learned. And I'm like getting more excited about this movie, and then at the end it was like, this will be an exclusive on the Roku channel. And I was like, the do what now? Like,
I know.
Like, wait, what do I got to do to watch this? So I kid you not, I had visions of like getting popcorn and going to see this in the theater and everything. But turns out it's going to be on the Roku channel, which I will find out what that is and then watch this movie.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you can still do it in a home theater.
Yeah. There you go.
It may not be the same, but
I'm just gonna make a bunch of popcorn and eat popcorn for nothing but the duration of this movie, like by myself, and it'll be a night. I'll put on a ball gown and make it a gala event.
If you don't video and audio record it for an exclusive episode, I'm gonna be super upset. Like we need your live streamed thoughts, and then that needs to go out on YouTube and as an episode for sure.
It's a commentary track.
In a ball gown?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. All right, I have to get a ball gown.
And then you can spill beer all over yourself in your ball gown.
All over my ball gown. Oh my god, I'm gonna get a ball gown with Weird Al's face all over it. Just, I'm sure they make them. I found some really cute sundresses with Weird Al on them that I'm gonna buy for the summer so I can keep this up. Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm sure somebody will embroider a ball gown with beads and do his face all down the front. You could probably
this is
a scarf that's brown like his hair and wear it over top of the ball gown.
This is the second of many more times that I'm going to mention this, but the person that just went off was the one that wanted to make sure we all didn't go off. That's the second. For those keeping score at home, it's number 2. There's gonna be more, but that was number 2.
Yeah, I know. I talk a big game, but I don't play one. All right, but anyway, we have a biopic, quote unquote biopic about Weird Al Yankovic that's coming to Roku, whatever the hell that is, whenever the hell that happens. And the only thing we know for sure right now is that the titular character of Weird Al Yankovic will be played by one Daniel Radcliffe. So I don't even think this was on the order that I put this in for the notes that we're discussing, but I think I need to make sure that we talk about the Daniel Radcliffe decision. Because I will tell you this. I am as balls deep as a woman can get in the Weird Al community. And I know, this is a terrible term, but I'm in it, right? And there are people that don't understand what this movie is going to be. And they're like, Daniel Radcliffe looks nothing like Weird Al Yankovic. I'm very mad about this. And I was like, do you have, who are you? What is happening here? Because do you know what this is going to be?
The only way they could have played it better with the casting, in my opinion, to your point, for what it's going to be, is if it would have been like Channing Tatum or Bradley Cooper. That's the only way they could have played into it even more. You know what I mean?
To where Tatum out of me.
But people would literally, their heads would have exploded and been like, "But he doesn't. I don't understand." That's the point.
If Channing Tatum played Al Yankovic, then Jonah Hill would have played Demento.
Oh,
yeah. And then it would have just been like a weird 21 Jump Street inch.
I feel like we're in the middle of starting another podcast where we all are on it all the time called Genius Casting with Richie.
except we'd have Genius Casting with Richie. But we'd have to call it 27 Jump Street.
27.
There you go.
Lucky Daniel Radcliffe for getting to star in the 2 biggest films of all time, Harry Potter and this movie. And also the way that I feel most comfortable with Daniel Radcliffe as Weird Al is if Weird Al plays every other part in the movie except himself.
Exactly.
So if Weird Al could just change a wig and costume for everything that's not Daniel Radcliffe, that would be perfect.
God damn it, that would be great.
And I just picture it. I just picture there being at least one scene, before he fully becomes weird, where somebody just looks at him. You're a weirdo, Al. I'm a what? Come on.
I'm a what? I'm a what? You always?
I'm a what? You're a weirdo. Yeah, that would be
He
great.
finds out with an owl dropping a letter into his lap.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Does anybody else want Daniel Radcliffe to keep his British accent? Because I do.
Oh yeah.
I want this movie to be so far completely hilariously off the rails that
do half the
Weird
movie
Al
in
is suddenly British.
Do half the movie in the British accent and the other half in a really bad Scottish accent for all I care.
You know, he was naked in Equus. I want him to be naked for half of the movie.
The only thing I regret is that we don't have Alan Rickman to play a record exec all in black to like be the evil counterpart to Weird Al. Like that would have been the only way to do it any better. R.I.P. Alan Rickman.
You know, well, actually, R.I.P. multiple people because Alan Rickman would have played Prince.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh
Yes.
my. Oh Lord.
And it would be great if Rickman always referred to Al as Harry Potter. Like, you know, like just called him Harry Potter in the movie instead of actually referring to him as Weird Al. God, I bet Rickman would go along with that too. Like I saw a documentary about Galaxy Quest one time where they were like, Rickman was by far the most serious dude on set, but like he did have a great sense of humor. He just thought his sense of humor was like better than everyone else's, you know? So like I bet that he would go like really hard into that. Man, that would be great.
Sir, will I always be weird? Always.
Always.
Oh my God.
Oh, I didn't realize that my heart was going to explode like so many times, like 20 minutes into this, but like.
I'd quit drinking that beer.
Well, here's the other podcast, Life Tips with Dillon.
I mean,
you're just brainstorming now. So, okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So we've got Daniel Radcliffe as Weird Al. And for those that may not know, this movie it was like kind of the child of this Funny or Die sketch from like 2010. Side note, I did an entire episode about that Funny or Die sketch about a year ago, which you should listen to. People listening to this should listen to that if you haven't listened, because that's really good. And I'm just not saying that because I did it. It's really good. But anyway, it's like so serious, you know, it's like one of those serious like rock documentary, like biopic trailers, right?
Yeah,
and
they played it almost completely straight.
So straight. And first of all, Mary Steenburgen.
Yes.
Well done, Ted Danson, first of all, because like I would take Mary Steenburgen. And like she plays Al's mom so well. And like there's so much going on in this like fake trailer that like I remember saying when I was doing this episode about a year ago, like, God damn it, I want them to make this a movie. I want this. Like, I would like this would be my life if they made this a movie. Like, I would be fine after that.
You've
like,
completely willed this into existence, and you are not tempering your expectations whatsoever. You are ready to go.
I'm
right. If this doesn't live 100% up to her expectations, she's going to write a strongly worded letter to the Roku channel.
And by letter, literally letter, because they don't have a website or email yet, so it's gonna have to be a mailed letter.
She's gonna get out her word processor and print it on her dot matrix printer.
No, she's gonna fly it off with an owl. Is what she's gonna do.
There you go.
It says Roku, you're about to be broku because you suck.
No. I'm gonna write it with a quill.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
In like masterful calligraphy, because sidebar, I can do calligraphy, and I will do it. I'll do it well and good, and they'll be like, "Man, this is beautiful." She's wrong, but this is beautiful. So no, yes. Am I like too excited for this? Probably.
No.
Am I going to be just no? No,
No,
I'm
you're
not
not
too
too
excited,
excited.
am I?
No,
No, I'm just the right amount of excited.
you're on brand
I don't-
excited. You should be this
Yeah,
excited about
yeah.
it.
I don't think you can get too excited about something like this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're all passionate about what we're passionate about, and I don't have to be the one to sell you on this fact, but Weird Al's just a wonderful piece of our whole story, our whole history of pop culture in the past 40 years. And if like, I don't want to derail too much. I've literally thought in the last, I don't know, week since we heard about this, I'm like, this is going to be it. This is going to be the thing that finally gets him his Super Bowl halftime show. You know, like I would like him to, I would like he wins the Grammy every time he puts out a record, right? Because when he puts out a record, no one else's comedy comes near it. And so that's fine, but it's not anywhere near the validation that this guy deserves. And so, like, I'm really hoping that that's why there was a little disappointment with the Roku channel thing. I make fun, but like, I want this to be the big thing that makes him part of the pop culture discussion enough to where people are like, yeah, why hasn't that guy done the Super Bowl halftime show yet? You know, because it's a crime that he hasn't. So,
Right. Oh, and yet that's so, oh my God, you're reading my mind, because literally 3 years ago to the day that we're recording this, I posted on Facebook, Weird Al Yankovic for Super Bowl halftime show. Nobody could be mad about that. Three years ago today. And I still believe it. Like, because he does something for everybody, whether they know it or not. Weird Al has something for everybody that they like don't know that they need until they get it. And I feel like if he got exposed to an audience like that, the world would be a better place.
I mean, you laugh, but it's true. Like, his music is so positive. Like, just generally speaking, it's and he himself is just such a wholesome human being. Like, I can't help but feel that you're right. It might actually, in some small way, improve the world.
It would.
Look, you get Bill Belichick and Tom Brady out of a Super Bowl, and a lot can happen. The world will finally be able to laugh a little and joke a little, and maybe we can talk about Weird Al at a Super Bowl halftime now. And I'm excited about it.
I am excited about it.
I would love that.
Oh my God.
You know, I don't know exactly where you want to go with this, so shut me up if I'm going too far ahead. I'll say this. Here's the only thing I don't want from this. We already have Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story, and I don't want to see that again. That's my only concern, is that I just don't want a straight, like, oh, here's Weird Al in his Johnny Cash phase. Here's Weird Al in his Elvis phase. Because, and I love Dewey Cox. I think that movie's actually very underrated. But I feel like that's, you know how Weird Al must live his life where he can't go to the grocery store without somebody coming up to him with like avocados and being like, hey, I got an idea for a parody, you know? And then like before he walks out the door, like some other idiot's got to do that to him. Like he doesn't need someone to be like, yeah, and we'll just have you be in the Dewey Cox story. Like he's above that, you know? Yeah. So that's my only reservation, is if I get 10 minutes into it and I'm like, damn it, this is Walk Hard again, you know?
Yeah.
See,
I feel that.
I was going to say, I think that's where having Radcliffe in the picture comes into play, because everybody typecasts him as Harry Potter, which of course, because like that's the role he's most known for. But I have to say that Daniel Radcliffe is one of the most talented actors out there. And it's not just from, you know, the Harry Potter stuff. It's from a lot of stuff, like, of course, like his stage work. And then, I mean, just most as recently as Horns and Swiss Army Man and Guns Akimbo, which was freaking outrageous. That's one of my favorite movies that has come out in a long time. Yeah, it's wild, dude. And it's wild to see him go, because, okay, think about if you've only ever seen Harry Potter and you've never seen anything else outside of that catalog of films of his, and you're like, I want to go see what he's about elsewhere. And then Guns Akimbo is the next thing you watch. Be prepared to have your little elementary school mind blown to pieces, because that is, for him, is pretty freaking out there and great, mind you. But I think that range shows that he'll do and can do just about anything. And I think he's, you know, a lot of people, again, if he was playing this straight, would be like, oh, really, Daniel Radcliffe? No, for what this movie is probably gonna be, absolutely perfect. Like, why wouldn't you put him in there?
Right. And, you know, to that point, I think I sent everybody in our group a tweet that Al tweeted, like, right after he announced that Daniel Radcliffe was going to be playing, quote unquote, playing him in the in Weird, the Al Yankovic Story, which I just love saying. It was Daniel Radcliffe on the Graham Norton show singing The Elements by Tom Lehrer.
Mhm.
And Tom Lehrer, for like, again, you've made it almost a half an hour into this show. If you don't know Tom Lehrer, like, why have you been listening to a Weird Al podcast? But anyway, Tom Lehrer was one of like the OGs in like novelty music, and Tom Lehrer is kind of like what Weird Al cut his teeth on. Tom Lehrer and Spike Jones and all this, that, and the other. But Daniel Radcliffe was on the Graham Norton show and went through The Elements by Tom Lehrer so beautifully. And like Al's tweet, I could tell that he was moved. He like sensed a kindred spirit in Daniel Radcliffe. Like, this kid is weird. You're like you're a weirdo, Harry. Like, that's what it is. Like, he sensed that in him, and he just kind of made it happen. And like, I don't know. I think it's beautiful, and I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be awesome. And like, there are so many people. I'm gonna sidebar. This is not even a sidebar. This is just like a nugget of things. I'm in an obscenely like large number of like Weird Al Facebook groups and like other internet things, because like I am what I am.
Balls deep, as you.
I am balls deep. My balls are like right in there. I am like balls deep.
Well, we didn't have to elaborate on the balls, but okay.
I mean, we can. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. I'm fine with balls. We can balls deep it. It's okay. Like, I don't like the phrase balls to the wall because I picture it, and I don't like that. But anyway,
your guests don't either. Just to clarify.
I'm like really like, anyway, I'm in all these Weird Al groups, and there are so many people that I don't think like grasp what it is, and they're like posting side by sides of Daniel Radcliffe at the age he is now and like Weird Al at the age Daniel Radcliffe is now, and they're like, I don't see it, I don't get it. And I was like, no, you don't get it. You don't get it.
I have a question for those folks. Have they seen the bad video and the fat video? Because, and bad didn't sell a lot of copies, so I'll let people know. That was sang by an African-American gentleman, and Weird Al is not an African-American gentleman, but he starred in his parody piece. So I think it's okay if a guy who doesn't look exactly like Weird Al stars in Weird Al's parody piece. Maybe I'm wrong on that.
I think you're like 100% correct on that.
Okay. Hey, while we're shooting for the moon with my Super Bowl halftime show, I would like to talk soundtrack for a minute, because I want there to be a soundtrack.
Ooh. Yes.
I'm gonna throw an idea out there. I want for whomever is still with us, because unfortunately a lot of the people that he's parodied in the past have passed away. I want whoever is still with us to come back to do the soundtrack, and they have to do his lyrics of their version of their original hit.
Okay. Okay. I like this. Time out. Everybody pick the one parody that they would want to hear done by the original artist as a parody.
Ooh.
Oh.
Could this also include the style parodies too? Because I think that some of that is kind of funny too.
The pastiches, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We can include.
Do you know how much I want to hear Jack White have to do Charles Nelson Riley?
CNR?
Holy crap!
That'd be so good.
If you're going to include style parodies, or get the Beach Boys back together for Trigger Happy, one of those.
Get the Beach Boys back together. Nobody wants that.
I bet Mike Love would have the nerve to be all offended by that. Be, those lyrics. Shut up, Mike.
Mike Love is a dick.
Mike Love is a dick. Here's the only fact you need to know about what a big dick Mike Love is. He is the guy who funded the PMRC. As in, like, John Denver, Frank Zappa, and Dee Snider came together to fight the PMRC. And Mike Love was on the other side of the aisle being like, here's some more money. Police censor people. So anyways, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Darren. I'll cut you off with that.
Little baby John Denver. Oh.
I'm going to say this, but just to be clear, I'm really bad at knowing who's alive and who's dead as a celebrity. So one of my favorites as a kid was Amish Paradise.
Oh,
Coolio's
you
not
stole
dead.
my answer. Damn
Coolio
it.
is alive. Take your base.
Whew. All right,
Yeah.
sweet. I know Alan Rickman, R.I.P. That's about it. So
I gotta go. This isn't even my favorite, but I think it would be a huge hit again, because the original was a huge hit, and then Weird Al's version was a huge hit. Is White and Nerdy Chameleonaire? I think that would be. I think it would be a hit for the second time Weird Al related.
I like that, and the second time Chameleonaire related.
Right. Yes. I had to do some quick math, but yes, that's correct.
I was told there would be
Come
no
on.
math.
First, I had to remember if Coolio was alive or not, and this. But no, and that's the other thing too. How about Coolio comes back and apologizes for the grand finale in the film, for being the only person to ever be I'm censoring myself, jerk to Weird Al.
Thank you. A jerk. No, but you have to say it like Weird Al. A jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it for you. It's fine. But yeah, I agree. That would be a really good finale.
I know we couldn't because sadly the lead singer has passed away. But my backup pick, since Dillon stole mine, would be "Smells Like Nirvana."
I think.
And if we're doing a biopic, I think that's a great song to play during like his high school years or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. I would love to hear some kind of, even though do we talk about Chris Novoselic now? Like, do we, like, what happened to him? He lost all of his hair and then he became like a politician and like things got weird. But Dave
I think he's still 100
and
foot tall.
then things got weird?
Yeah.
Love it.
That's the guy who threw his bass about 100 feet in the air and hit himself in the face with it live on the VMAs.
That sounds like
weird.
Something I'd do.
by the way, Lawrence,
no matter where he's at.
What?
I wasn't laughing at your point, but you started that sentence out like Jiminy Glick, and I couldn't help. The whole tone was like a perfect Jiminy Glick impersonation that you didn't try to start, and it was great. By the way,
Thank you. See, everything good that I do is an accident.
I didn't say that, but that was pretty good. That's another good soundbite.
But it's true. Everything good that I do is an accident. I'm not good on purpose. I'm completely good by accident.
Everything bad is a side effect of that beer, as we're finding out.
Yeah. No, I mean this it's dry now. This
good.
is dry.
Okay.
Okay,
fine.
good.
Yeah, we're clean. Everything's fine. There's no rings on my desk. I work from here during the day. This place. Like, this is my office right here. This is my podcast right here. Like, oh, like what am I doing? Okay. So who didn't talk about which one that they wanted yet?
Richie.
Oh.
I've been looking at him for 5 minutes waiting for him to pick one.
He's thinking he's got that snapback.
I do. Mine's probably going to be a little bit out of left field, but it was one of the more enjoyable parodies off a very underrated Weird Al album, and I think it would be hilarious if the Backstreet Boys did eBay, because Poodle Hat is severely underrated. So something off of that album, but that song in particular, I was like, you know what? Al is really good at doing rap parodies. He's also very good at boy band parodies. Let's just be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Weird Al is. Can we just like broaden that statement and just say Weird Al is very good?
Oh yeah, he's very good. Period. But my God,
I will further plug your back catalog, Lauren, and say that Lauren and I did an episode entirely about how underrated Poodle Hat is. Richie, that record is criminally underrated, and eBay is such a highlight of that record. It's
I also forgot about Couch Potato. So Eminem doing a Weird Al song would be pretty funny too. So there's that.
There is that. Okay, I guess I have to go. And I'm going to piggyback on the Poodle Hat situation and go in a pastiche direction. And I would like Bob Dylan to do Bob.
Oh, yes.
Another brilliant cut.
I'm in Regal, a German in that.
Oh, boy. Never out of ego. If I had a high five. I can do the whole song. I can do the whole song right now.
We have to stop. We have to stop because it's too hot to hoot.
Well, that and we'll end up with a copyright strike on this episode because
I know.
sound like Dillon no matter how you sing anyways.
Oh my god. You answer. I was about to say, would they really go after us for acapella? And you're like, no, if we just sound too much like Bob, it'll happen. It's like, oh crap.
Yeah. I mean, anybody singing bad is going to sound like Bob Dylan. Sorry.
Comedy Central's coming after you for Jiminy Glick anyways. I wouldn't.
Oh.
I'm in big trouble now. Big trouble. Oh my god, this movie is going to be so good. But yeah, I'm glad we went into the soundtrack like area with it, because I would also love for Lady Gaga to perform this way.
Yeah, given the history of that song, I think it would be a very cool olive branch.
Yeah, I think it would be cool because, Aaron, actually, this is...
And it wasn't even her fault. Yeah, it was her manager, I think, who turned it down in the first place. Something like
Yeah,
that.
And actually, Aaron, this is a really good place to mention something that we did on the episode of your show that... let's see. I'm trying to keep my timeline straight in my head because time is a flat circle. This is the episode of your show that came out yesterday. My brother John and I were on, right?
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
Yeah. And we played one of your games, and we had a little charitable contribution to the human rights campaign.
That is correct.
That was basically done because the proceeds for Perform This Way from Weird Al went to the human rights campaign. So we've got all that going for us. So look at this. This is like OddPods Media, like Megatron.
Synergy.
It's exceptional synergy. Oh, I want to hear Crosby, Stills, and Nash do mission statement.
Yeah. There's not much I wouldn't want to hear. I just whatever big hits they're going to use, outside of folks who have passed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, what a jam.
It's so good. It's so good. So, okay. So now we know that this movie is going to be... Now, of everybody here, who has at some point in their lives watched the mockumentary The Complete Al from 1985? I drunk tweeted it the other day.
I bet that was a hoot and a holler.
It was. You follow me on Twitter.
I do, but oh man.
So for those that don't know, The Complete Al came out in 1985. It was kind of a spoof on the Complete Beatles, and it was a documentary style film about quote unquote Weird Al's life, and the lines between reality and fiction were so incredibly blurred that it was beautiful. It's a piece of absolute art in that regard, because there were real pictures and footage from his life. There were actual things that happened. And if you know like the trajectory of Al's career up to that point, you know what's real and what's not. But then there's just so much absurdity like mixed into it that you can't help but laugh. And it was brought up to me by a Weird Al superfan that most of the guitarists in the trying to audition for Weird Al's guitarist montage were played by Jim West, who's Weird Al's actual guitarist. And I was too like drunk and like also amused to notice. But long story short, it's amazing. And as of like when I'm saying this, you can rent it on Amazon Prime. It's either free or it's like $4 and you get it for a week. And I tell you what, even if it is $4, it's worth the $4. Like if you spend $4 on a coffee, spend $4 to like live in The Complete Al for a week, because you will not regret it. And I think it's a good idea of what we can expect from this like spoof biopic, because that was a mockumentary, and then we have the spoof biopic that's about to happen. And I think that's the tone that we're kind of getting for. And Russ, I have to talk to you about this. I have to. The Michael Jackson bit in The Complete Al.
Oh yeah.
he goes to his house, and it's this big giant castle, and it's very ominous, and it feels very like big and heavy because he's the king of pop, and he lives in this castle. And then Al like knocks on the door, is like, "Hey, it's me, Weird Al." And the butler is like, "We've been expecting you." And then he takes him into this room, and all you see is this shadowy figure like on a throne with one glove. And then Al comes in, and he sits down, and he's like all Weird Al about it. And he's like, "So I've got this idea. I want to do this funny thing about one of your songs, and people are going to love it. I promise. It's going to be great. I just want you to like buy in on it. Like, tell me it's okay to do this thing." And that is a fictional depiction of something very, very real. Like Al getting permission from the artist to do the things that he does, right? And like, so I felt the heart in that scene. And then you've got this actor being Michael Jackson, does not say a word, does not say anything in this scene. And he's just like, you see him, he holds his hand up like in the one glove, and the thumb is there, and it's like, is it gonna go up? Is it gonna go down? Is it gonna go up? Is it gonna go down? And then the thumb goes up, and Al's like, "Cool, thanks. You're not gonna regret it. You're not gonna regret it." And he like backs out of the room, and it was beautiful.
I do hope they touch on their connection in some way, because they are always going to be interconnected because of Michael's grace toward Al is one of the only reasons that he became as big of a deal as he was. And there's another Weird Al Michael Jackson connection that almost nobody either knows about or forgets. And there's a very little known short film for a song called Liberian Girl from the Bad album. And the entire video is, now it's a time capsule of 1987, but there must be 100 cameos in this video of like everybody who's famous at the time. And they're all of these famous people are playing themselves. They're all walking around this video set, and they're all talking about how Michael called them to star in this video, and they're going to be the star and whatever, and nobody can find. And at the end of the video, everybody turns around and looks, and Michael Jackson's been behind the camera the whole time filming all of them, like, so they've been waiting for him, so that's the joke of the video. But there's a part in the video where everybody goes running up to this dude, and they're like, "Oh, there he is," and he turns around, and it's Weird Al, but he's got the hair from Even Worse. So from the back, he looks exactly like MJ. And he turns around, and he's like, "You guys have been looking for me?" Like, it's just great. It's like an awesome weird. He's in the video for like 30 seconds, and I just love that. Even he, like, we all know that Michael loaned him the set for Fat and all that, but like then he's in a video for a song from the Bad album, and nobody even remembers that. He's in the video for 5 seconds tops, but still. But I hope they do touch on that. Like because it's Weird Al, they're not going to dwell on the Coolio thing or what went wrong with Lady Gaga or anything like that, obviously. But I would like for them to touch on like the good stuff, like the Kurt Cobain call at Saturday Night Live and, that type of stuff. And in some funny way, handle that stuff. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see what they keep as real and what they exaggerate, And I think that might be the thing that I'm most excited for, to see how it's handled in regards to, again, like a la The Complete Al, that bridge between reality and fiction. Because I there's so many people that don't realize that, like, they're saying, "Oh, there's a Weird Al biopic." Weird Al is boring as a person. He like, there's nothing, like, you wouldn't watch a movie about Weird Al's actual life, like, because nothing terrible has really ever happened other than the fact that, like, both of his parents passed away.
Yeah, literally every person I've talked to, that's the first thing they're like, but the only thing that ever went wrong was what happened to his folks, and it's like, there's not going to be, unless, and that's my worry, unless they do the Dewey Cox thing and they're like, overplay the joke about him not doing drugs or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, that's my only worry. The only other thing I'm hoping for is if it has, and I am in no way, shape, or form advocating for UHF 2, but I would like for them to do maybe what you're saying about over exaggerating the genesis of certain parodies or whatever by placing Al in like world situations that he in no way, shape, or form had a part of, like the team that took out Bin Laden or whatever, and like somehow that, you know, like he led the team and that ended up in him doing this parody or whatever. Like, I would love for wild stuff like that. And again, I know that's UHF ish, you know, because you're kind of going down the Gandhi 2 path there, but I would love to see stuff. Just I want stuff to happen in this movie that I'm like, okay, that's out there even for me. You know what I mean? Like,
they could Forrest Gump it.
I was gonna say,
in my mind, that's exactly what they're gonna do. Like, they're gonna take like the bare bones, like the bare minimum of Weird Al's life and his story, and then they're gonna take it over the top. But they'll play it completely straight, but they'll take it over the top, and then they'll take it over the top again. So in my mind, it was going to go completely off the rails, but again, keeping it completely straight, so that it's just ridiculousness for the sake of it. Like, I had an image in my head of, like, you know, him, you know, meeting up with Patton Oswalt as Dr. Demento. Please keep him as Dr. Demento.
I know. Me too.
And I just pictured, like, them getting into, like, just some insane argument with a record executive that turns into, like, some absurd, like, gun fu battle a la John Wick, and then you know, and then it just goes further off the rails, and, you know, like, becomes an extreme, like, kung fu movie where he can bend time and space, and then, like, he flies into space and winds up shooting down the murder moon. And
are you
then
over here pitching The Last Airbender?
And then he picks up a magic wand and prepares to take on Voldy Dart, and that's when Radcliffe turns to the camera and goes, "Really?
Yeah.
Wait! Oh my god! And then he goes to an alien planet, and it's Alvatar.
Yes.
There you go.
Wait, Alvatar. Yes.
Can I ask you all a question now? This isn't my podcast, but so you were talking in the chat about I hope so and so plays so and so, just like the skit.
Yeah.
So here's the question: if you could pick any comedy actors, you don't have to cast them, but if you could just pick any comedy actors to be in it that you would want, like somebody, you might pick Will Arnett or Nick Swardson or whoever. Is there anybody that you'd really want to be in it just to have a part in the biopic?
Bryan Cranston.
God.
Okay.
Bryan Cranston would be great.
Is that just because Aaron Paul played Weird Al in the short version?
No, but it's funny you bring that up, because I was gonna say earlier, I thought Aaron Paul did a pretty funny job in that Funny or Die skit, but no, it just Cranston is, like, just seeing him go from Malcolm in the Middle to Walter White is, like, ridiculous, like 180. But to have him come back full circle and just, you know, be a funny guy again, because most of this generation, not ours, but most of the newer generation of people know him from Breaking Bad. So for them to see him in a comedy role would be kind of funny. It's like, Walter White's funny.
When I saw the Daniel Radcliffe thing, that's the reason I brought up Alan Rickman, because that would help sell the absurdity of it not being a real biopic. That it's like, oh, Alan Rickman is cast in it too with, you know, Daniel Radcliffe. That would get people going, oh, this isn't going to be kind of movie. Like, this is, so I thought him being some kind of exec in the blacked out suit, black shirt, black tie, you know, villain type role to Daniel Radcliffe would help sell this idea, especially in a trailer or something. So that's why I had to ask. So yes, I can understand Bryan Cranston.
I'll throw my hat in the modern comedians. I would just like to have any part in it. I'm not even going for casting. First of all, Nick Swardson's a gimme. I mean, that's an absolute. But two other names I would love to see involved in any way is John Mulaney and Nate Bargatze. Nate Bargatze is one of those guys that can do deadpan so well and sell a joke so well that I think he would fit right into whatever they want him to do. And that's another thing. As far as casting goes, I want this to be one of those movies where more people talk about, I can't believe that big of a name was in it for 10 seconds. You know, like I want Meryl Streep to have a walk-on role in this and be in it for 10 seconds.
Oh my God. Okay. So the fact that you said that, you're in my brain. You're in my brain.
It's what I do.
I know it's what you do. I had as of the day of this recording, I had Lily Hirsch, who's the author of the book Weird Al Seriously. I brought her into my company in my day job because we have a writers group, and she did a talk today, which went like super well. But long story short, we were talking about who would play Weird Al in stuff. And Lily said to me, she goes, I want you to write short stories about your experiences wearing Weird Al shirts every day. And I was like, oh my God, I need to do that because like so many good things have happened to me since I started doing that. And then somebody else said, and then Meryl Streep would play Weird Al because why not?
There you go.
And I'm like, you know what? She could do it.
Can I pitch my celebrity?
Yes, please.
I would like Dwayne The Rock Johnson to play an actual rock. I want it to be a 2-second cameo where Weird Al just walks by and says, "Hey, The Rock," and The Rock just goes, "Hey," and he's just a rock, and you just see The Rock's face in it, and that's it.
And
that's it. That's the whole joke.
With your, can I add on to your bit? I want to post interview. I want the red carpet interview with The Rock and them saying, you're one of the highest paid actors right now. So obviously you must have taken this role, cause it was, and he goes, no, I made sure that I received nothing. I got the SAG minimum because I just needed to be in this movie. That's what I want the interview to be like with The Rock after. I got the minimum day rate because I needed to be in this film.
Oh my God.
Mr. $7 Entertainment himself.
Oh my God. I'm trying to do the Rock eyebrow thing, but I can't do it. So
as long as The Rock gets a chance to mention tequila, he'll be in anything. Trust me. If he gets a chance to be like, look, I sell tequila, Rock is good to go.
Oh my God.
What if The Rock was Weird Al's eyebrow that raises up?
Yeah, there you go.
Because why not? The people's eyebrow.
Oh my God.
That does bring up an interesting point. Who in the film would play his mustache? Because that's only half the film. Because he shaved it about halfway through his career. So that could be a bit.
Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep.
There's a spot for you.
And this is kind of a meta deal here for DC and Marvel fans, but like if they on purpose have Radcliffe film with a mustache the whole time, but then badly CG it out the whole second half of the film, like they had to do for Cavill.
Dude, that's too deep of a cut, man.
Meta joke.
That's too deep of a cut.
Meta joke.
God.
Oh, I got lightheaded.
And then have Cavill walk on and be like, "Dude, something's wrong with your lip." That would be amazing.
Can I pitch?
You got me too good with that one.
If they decide not to go with CGI, can I pitch that J.K. Simmons plays his mustache?
Seriously?
There you go.
He would be so good at it. I am so glad I did this.
I don't know if the people at the Roku channel are going to hear this, but all of these ideas do come with a price. And so you can reach out to Lauren, and she will get you in contact with all of us, and we will let you know what each idea is worth.
$1 million. No. I'm doing the Dr. Evil.
Yep.
I had a cousin. I still have this cousin, but I have a cousin.
Hold up. Before you tell the story, number 3. This is number 3. I'm calling it preemptive. This is number 3. Yep. Also, I like how you immediately corrected yourself. Like you're like, I had this cousin. Like all of us were immediately like, oh no, what happened?
This is what happens when you get Monica Geller sloshed before the party.
You guys, I can't. I knew
so your cousin Lauren, who is very much alive,
very much alive, still breathing,
and he's been on the show. He talked with us about the song Jurassic Park, but anyway, he couldn't do the Dr. Evil pinky thing, so he had to take his full palm and put it on his forehead and drag it down, and then.
Oh my God. That is magic.
I'm crying, everybody. funny. Oh, this is not even the first time I cried today, but this is the best cry I've had today.
This is magic. Absolute magic.
Oh my God. Yeah, this is magic. Like, everybody, give me all of your money. This is the best podcast you're ever going to hear. And this is the best podcast network that you're ever going to be a part of. Oh God, I love you guys. This is great. I do. You're my boys. That's how it's on my calendar. Like, I would like a Bieber heart. You know, I'm doing all the things.
Yes. It's funny. I was going to say that, when you were saying how much our ideas are worth, that our link tree has a tip jar on it, but I figured Roku probably needs that.
Roku.
Their link tree probably has a tip jar too. So.
Oh my God, their link
Podcast
tree.
number 3 or 4. I think we've lost count. Dillon roasted your streaming service.
Oh my
Been here all
God.
week.
Okay. I haven't done it. Because Weird Al, I've got my branded pint glass and all that stuff.
Oh, I think if there's one thing you need, it's more of that beer right now. That's for damn sure.
I don't think, by the way, I ever said I have a nice Pepsi Zero, a delicious, cool, refreshing Pepsi Zero. Go to Pepsi.com and use promo code The Middle to save 10% off your next case of Pepsi.
Dillon, is it creamy?
It's whatever the listeners want it to be, as long as they use promo code The Middle at Pepsi.com.
I was going to say, Dillon, that's Pepsi.com, promo code The Middle.
Promo code The Middle at Pepsi.com.
And if you're into the episode this far and you're not enjoying it, then get some rum, put it in your Pepsi Zero, and then try this episode again. And I assure you, you will enjoy it more.
And you'll really enjoy your case after you use promo code The Middle.
Here's the thing everybody doesn't realize is I'm not drunk. I'm just like this.
Yeah, that's
a great tagline for the movie. That's a great tagline on the poster. I'm not weird. I'm just like this.
Yeah. And honestly, this is how I fully expect you to be during the live stream, not sobbing in a ball gown. So I fully expect you to be having fun and laughing and not drunk.
In a ball gown.
In a ball gown.
Yeah. I'm going to take a big ball gown picture. I got big ball gowns.
Big balls. Big ball gown.
She's going to be balls deep in the ball gown.
I'm going to be balls deep in my ball gown stuff.
I'm not weird. I just perform this way.
Please call this episode Balls Deep with the OddPods crew.
Oh my God.
It's like, guys, as we're her boys, I think we should all show up to support her in matching ball gowns. I think we should all do it. All of us.
Oh, beyond the shadow of a doubt. Yeah.
I would give each of you like $50.
I'll do it in a flat second.
I'll go dress shopping
ball
with you tomorrow.
Ball gowns are very slimming.
You can take my 50 and donate it to a worthy cause. Roku.com. They have a link tree with the tip jar.
Okay. Like, you guys,
we are never getting sponsored by Roku. I'll tell you that.
No, I will tell you that much. That is very
Dear
true.
Roku, please address your angry letters to Dillon at fromthemiddle.com.
Joe Rogan Experience at gmail.com. You just send it to Joe Rogan Experience at gmail.com.
Tomorrow, Roku's going to make an announcement that if you don't remove From the Middle forever, they're going to turn off all of their programming.
All one thing that they have.
They can have the Roku channel or they can have From the Middle, but they can't have both.
It's all right. We've already been removed from Spotify. It's fine.
Solid. By the way, and we're already off the rails 10 different ways, so I'll mention this. I'm sure you've all seen the memes going around that are saying like so-and-so is removing their music from Spotify. I saw a meme today that was perfect, and it said Milli Vanilli announced their movie removing someone else's music from Spotify.
I saw that. So,
and it killed me.
That's not even unrelated, because the plumbing song is a thing that exists.
Yeah, there you go.
So, that's a tenuous connection. The plumbing song was this very second episode of the Beard Al podcast.
You're just selling your back catalog like crazy tonight.
Nobody wants my back catalog. It's bad.
Did you have another question for us? Maybe you wanted to tee up, or
Maybe I should do that.
Can we veer back on the rails for a second?
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. See, now, Russ, this is probably number 5 because I'm going to give this kind of like a backwards like nod because I wasn't going off the rails. We were still off the rails, but there were people that I was trying to keep on the rails telling me to get back on the rails. So that's a thing that I'm going to call a thing. So anyway, yes. The one question that I did have was, now we know that we talked about like who we'd like to see in the movie, but what time frame, like what time period do we think in like Weird Al's career this is going to cover? Like, do we think this is going to be, because remember he did the Complete Al, which covered his early life up to 1985. Do we think this is going to be like an early life through like him being 60 biopic? Like, what do we think this is going to be?
I think it's going to be the whole ball game, personally. I think because Weird Al, every Weird Al album is such a capsule in time, and if you were just to stop on even just the biggest hit from each era, you could if you look at, he's got what, 15 studio records, 16, 15, 16. Yeah. If you do one off of each of those, you're looking at a 90-minute runtime, and I don't mean that it's going to be a musical. I'm just saying if you stop on each of those eras, for whatever that time period's worth, 5 minutes to 6 minutes or whatever else, you're going to end up around a 90-minute, hour and 40-minute picture. So I feel like it's going to be the whole ball game.
Not to mention, if you're sticking to all that, like his first #1 album ever being Mandatory Fun is such a natural, like, happy ending point. I think it just kind of works. And that was the last studio album he produced, right? I know he's been touring since.
Oh, he has been touring since. That is the last studio album.
But he's never stopped touring, as far as I know.
No, he
aside from taking time to be with his family, obviously. But
and time for like COVID was really like it. Like he did a big tour for each album. The longest break he's ever taken from touring was like this whole COVID situation. Because I'm trying to think. I saw him in 2019, and now we have this 2022 tour coming up, which I'm going to see at least twice. Huzzah. And like, I'm just trying to think, like, no, that's pretty much been the longest gap, because he did the Mandatory Fun tour like in 2014, 2015 when that came out, and then he did the Ridiculously Self-Indulgent Ill-Advised Vanity tour like a year or two after that, and then he did Strings Attached a year or two after that, and now we had a 3-year break from a Weird Al tour, which hasn't happened in, I don't know, like ever. I'm personally on like my longest streak of not having seen Weird Al in concert, and I'm a little like about it.
Have withdrawals, man.
I'm having like withdrawals.
Oh.
That was cheap.
Still appreciated.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we think it's going to cover like his whole like swath of time. Is that what we're feeling?
That's what I would do if we're doing the story straight, which I still don't think they're going to do. But
they're not.
If they were to stick to his actual history, then yeah, it makes the most sense to cover all of it to that point, because that was such a huge watershed moment for him.
Now, I want to be clear, Lauren, that Aaron and I are just answering. We're just answering your question.
To me too. It's fine.
No, well, I'm saying you and I are just answering her question. We would never presume to assume what's best. We're going to leave that to the professionals at the Roku channel. And given their long storied history of motion picture production and Oscar-winning streak, I think it's best if we don't ask those questions and we leave it to the tenured professionals at the Roku channel.
Yeah. All right. I understand.
We have their biggest fan on the show with us here, Dillon. Dillon goes way back with the Roku channel to
Sorry,
as
it
early
a
as
little.
earlier today when he found out it was a thing. He goes all the way back to then.
Yeah. I read Roku and I went Crackle. Like I've heard of that one, but I've not heard of Roku.
You're like, really? Not Tubi? Huh. All right.
Crackle start. I think Crackle started off as like a torrent website too. Like it wasn't even legit.
Yeah. I think the only way people could see this less than the Roku channel is if it was on Quibi. That'd be like the only way that it could be.
Or IMDb TV.
Well, wait, Quibi, can't you only watch that on Trend?
You can't watch Quibi anymore.
You can't watch Quibi at all ever anymore.
No.
Oh,
It's just not a thing anymore. Turns out people don't want to watch TV shows a minute and a half at a time, morons. The hell?
That's what TikTok is for.
Yeah, if y'all want to watch TV 1.5 minutes at a time, it's going to be on TikTok. Yeah. And Lauren's doing a dance. So
see,
there's that.
Listen, we've been bashing Roku a lot, but they may not have like the experience or the channel or the expertise.
Or the money, or the people, or
they don't have that Quibi. They don't have that Quibi money, dude. I'm telling you.
You know, I'm supposed to come out with like something supporting them at this point, but I can't think of it.
I can't believe how fast Dillon had that list on deck. He was like, or this. But you know what? You know what though? They made a wonderful choice for a person to.
They made a great choice and place to
do a biopic of, and I'm sure that they'll do their best. At the very least, I will probably put this on my refrigerator and show it to other people.
Look, if I'm being serious for just a moment, Apple TV barely launched with anything, right? So like this could legitimately be one of the things that helps people even start to find Roku, because it could be a genuinely hilarious mockumentary, biopic, whatever, and this could be the thing. So like this might be them planting their flag. And I get that because it really Apple TV, I think what was Apple TV launch like Morning Glory? Was that the only thing that was getting talked about?
Morning show.
It was like the Steve
show.
Carell, Jennifer Aniston
morning show. First of all,
the show
that was
wishes
the morning
it was
show.
the newsroom. Yeah, the show that really wishes it was the newsroom, except it's lacking all the great writing. Yeah, that show.
Well, that's all they had for a hot minute, and they were
on the morning show.
and they were $7 a month or whatever. So
no, but I totally hear your point, and you know what? Like I know this is
Lauren,
going to sound mushy.
What was your defense?
Well,
you said something in defense of morning show. What was that?
It's got boobs though.
That's what I thought you said. Okay,
so does Newsroom. So does Newsroom. But
they're not Jennifer Aniston.
That's true. I will say this, and this is going to sound mushy, but I promise this is true. I like Roku channel, whatever. I want this to be a success for L. You know, like the buzz on it is great already. I love the fact that out of thin air, a whole crap load of people are talking about Weird Al, even if it's Daniel Radcliffe doesn't make sense. Whatever. Like a bunch of people are talking about Weird Al, and I hope that's how this ends.
Want to see it more, you know?
Yep.
I'm not going to call it stunt casting because I don't think that's what it is. I think it's a genius idea, but it's it's the buzz is about Weird Al is about where it was. It's hard for me to temper these things, but it feels like when Mandatory Fun came out and everybody was talking about Weird Al again. It feels like that again, and I'm really excited to see what this holds for him in the future and how it all plays out.
Yeah, I am too, and I think like I could not be more excited about that. I want everybody to love Weird Al as much as he deserves to be loved, because he does. He's what.
It's not the strongest argument I've ever heard, but I get it.
Are you sure the beer isn't doing things to you?
No, you didn't let me finish my thought.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Please let me finish. Thanks, Kanye. Weird Al has made me a better person, right? Like since I got balls deep into this, I have become kind of like kinder and just like nicer in general in my life, and I feel like everybody kind of needs to understand what Weird Al is about and appreciate that and get it. And I'm a Weird Al evangelist for a reason. All right. And I think everybody kind of needs this to say, like, you know what? Let's like assume positive intent. Let's just like have fun with things, and let's just be kind to each other. But you can still be subversive and like goofy and weird like at the same time, which people don't get. Like there's not like a split screen between being like nice and being funny, or being nice and being like a little bit dirty, you know, because Weird Al is all of those things. And that's what this movie is going to be. This movie is going to be the thing that shows the world that watches Roku that Weird Al is that exactly. I love him. I love him so much. And he's just the thing that the world kind of needs, and it doesn't know that it needs it, and they just need to know. Thank you for coming to my Al talk. This whole podcast is an Al talk. That's what I did this for.
You just wanted to talk about Weird Al with your boys. It's all good.
You're my boys, Bieber hearts. Yeah. So, any closing thoughts? I think this episode is actually at the length that I like my episodes to be. So, like, way to hit that. And, my boys. And, so any closing thoughts on this that you'd want to like add, or like, honestly, we're at the end of the show now. If you want to plug whatever you want to plug, you can. And like, if you want to let the profanities fly now, you've all been really, really good. And I'm so proud of everybody.
You should probably be the most proud of me, because I have a mouth like a freaking sailor, dude.
I know, and I actually am. I think that's great. You did a really good job. So thank you.
I clean up nice sometimes. That's exactly. I'm having a very PG rated product in my hands, and it's amazing. It's amazing what it can do. Yeah. That's right. It's creamy.
It's creamy.
Final thoughts now. Surprise of the, like, for me, this is probably one of the most genuine film surprises of 2022 so far for me. I'm probably, I wouldn't say the cinephile out of the five of us, but I'm gonna say I'm probably the cinephile out of the five of us. And
yes,
that right there was just like, I would have never picked magical boy Dan Radcliffe to do this thing, because, like, to Aaron's point earlier, it's magical casting for me. So that's my thought. I'm happy to see this movie. Like, whenever it does drop, like, all the Roku channel jokes aside, legitimately excited, and hopefully this blows up bigger than just some articles on the internet. I hope it gets like way huge. So
yeah, that's my thing. I just want this to be big in some way, shape, or form. Anything that brings any sort of any amount of praise and attention that Weird Al deserves to Weird Al, I am all supportive of. So that's my only hope for this. And if it does come out, I know I mentioned right off the bat that I didn't want it to be Dewey Cox. If it comes out and it's Dewey Cox 2, that's fine with me too. As long as people enjoy it and Al ends up getting the recognition he deserves in some way from it, then that's a success for me.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I think, I enjoy anything that puts wholesome, good, kind people and entertainers in the limelight. We all, especially people our age now, we look back on like Mr. Rogers and Bob Ross and some of those characters very, very fondly. The internet sort of embraces them. And I feel like it's the same. There's some modern actors. Tom Hanks is like a more modern person like that we just have this very wholesome vibe with. And so I think anything that puts that kind of media back into a lot of people's hands, or they're watching it or whatever, that's exciting. I think Ted Lasso did some of that for a lot of people. It was like this wholesome, fun, obviously for adults because there's language, but like it was like this, we just needed this wholesome, fun, good, actually comedic entertainment And I think people are kind of longing for that. Not that you can't watch dark dramas and thrillers and all that. That's fine. But I think you need a good mix of people like Weird Al. And I think you need some of those, wholesome, fun forms of entertainment too. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I hope it blows up for that reason. We need really fun, funny content like that. And especially with, you get all the, I'm blanking and it's the worst. Those sort of mockumentaries that people always enjoy. And there was a series of them. The dog show one and the
Best in Show and
Best
Waiting
in
for
Show,
Scotland.
Best in Show.
Spinal
The
Tap,
Christopher
and
Guest,
all the Christopher Guest mockumentary shows.
Those
like
are fantastic.
Mighty Wind.
Yes,
Mighty
we need more
Wind,
stuff like
yes!
that. That's just silly and funny, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So I hope it blows up.
Me too. Aaron?
As for me, I think I'm going to be happy with it no matter what.
Yeah, me too.
I think at the end of the day, my opinion's probably already set. I don't see any way, because Weird Al's involved in it. He's not being sidelined or any of that. So I think this is going to be a product that he wants to release, and that is going to automatically mean it's going to be right up my alley. But whether they decide to go for showing the real story with silly bits involved, or whether it goes completely off the rails into something else, I know this won't happen, but I kind of wish that after the credits they do a post-credit scene where the real Weird Al walks into a building and says something like, well, it's time for the next step, and you see like TV cameras, and then a logo appears of a spinning title, and it says UHF, and the U slowly morphs into a V. I would be all about that. I don't think they're going to do it. Weird Al has shown zero interest in following up UHF. But
yeah, I know.
Even if it's a joke, even if done as a joke, I think just a little tweak of the nose, I think would be really exciting to me. I'd die laughing, I think.
Yeah.
But
I think there's going to be a nod to UHF in it somewhere, because there has to be. Even in his media stuff, when this just got announced, he mentioned it's been 33 years since I made my last movie, and here we go again.
Like I promised, like clockwork, once every 33
years. I'm like, okay, thanks. I love you so much. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be great no matter what it is. I'm going to probably be the biggest nerd about it, whatever it is, and that's okay. So I think that's a beautiful note to put a pin in this. This has been excellent, and I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. Is this the most OddPods people that have been on one show at one time ever?
I think, yeah.
I believe so.
It's the most shows represented in a single episode, I think.
Yeah, I know we had, I mean, there's been episodes, I think, with 5 or 6, but certainly never across this many shows, I don't think.
Look at me setting all sorts of records. I'm just a small little woman doing big things.
OddPods is balls deep in this episode.
It's balls deep. I love it. And on that balls deep note, I think we should end this. So I want to thank all of my beautiful guests, Dillon, Aaron, Richie, and Russ, for being here with me today. And you know what, everybody, keep your eyes peeled for all of the updates on this beautiful, weird, the Al Yankovic Story movie. So for the Weird Al podcast, this has been like a mega super special episode, and we'll come at you again next time, people. Bye. Everybody say bye.
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 Sorry, we got a one. We got a pencil again.